Hello and welcome to my ongoing series, Roblox Myths Explained. In this series, I talk about various Roblox myths and everything you need to know about them. In today's video, I'll be talking about Bobby's here and everything you need to know about him. I decided to remaster this video since I didn't like how the original one came out. Also, it could use some updating. As always, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so that I know you like these videos. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Bobby's here is a Roblox myth that is best known for his game's Memories, which is only accessible via his profile. The game doesn't seem to provide that much information about his backstory, but people have theorized about some elements. At the moment, the most information that we can get comes from his inventory. This is because there are decals that tell us things about Bobby here's his backstory and his family. Despite not being seen in game that much, Bobby's here has told people certain things about himself. That's all there is regarding a summary of Bobby's here. Now let's get into Bobby here's his history. The story of Bobby's here dates all the way back to December 14th, 2016, so over 4 years ago as of uploading this. This is the day that Bobby's here made his account. Sometime after this, he began working on what would become Memories. To this day, Memories is still receiving updates, which shows how dedicated Bobby's here is. Bobby began receiving popularity for several reasons, which include the fact that his game was favorited 6 times, his inventory being private, and a rumor that states that a strange event would occur if Bobby were to join his own game. The first 2 reasons were debunked, and the last one is still questionable, as Bobby's here has not joined his own game in a very long time, if at all. The day after joining Roblox, Bobby's here uploaded a decal titled Beginning. It shows the first island shown in his game, and its description reads, "Everything has to start somewhere." This implies that this is the beginning of the game, which it is. Bobby created several decals after this one, the most notable of which is titled Me and My Family. Despite the title, only Bobby was visible. The location shown is from Bobby's game My House. A couple decals later, and on April 8th, 2017, Bobby's here uploaded his final decal titled Tree of Memories. Its description is notable since it reads, "Where it all happened." In one of Bobby's games, there is a teleporter that leads to a game titled Lars Bar, created by Lars Bar, another popular Roblox myth. Lars Bar has somewhat similar traits to Bobby's here, such as having a similar appearance and Bobby having a bar in his game but with a different appearance. On May 12, 2019, Bobby's here updated Memories by making the entire game monochrome. The same would happen to Lars Bar's game as well. That's all there is regarding Bobby here's his history. Now let's get into Bobby here's his appearance. Regarding Bobby here's his appearance, his current avatar currently consists of a grayish torso and slightly darker gray limbs. His avatar is also known to contain a B in the middle, which stands for Bobby. This avatar has stayed pretty much the same throughout the entire time Bobby's here has been on Roblox. That's all there is regarding Bobby here's his appearance. Now let's get into Bobby here's his personality. Regarding Bobby here's his personality, he is known to be a quiet person and doesn't talk a lot unless spoken to. When he does talk, Bobby is said to be very polite and nice. At the same time, he doesn't reveal much about his backstory. There was a video where Bobby spoke to a random person in old King Cole's game. He revealed that he was, quote, lost, and that he didn't remember anything. Bobby went on to explain that he has no idea who the nursery myths are or how he ended up in one of their games. It is theorized that Bobby had amnesia during this encounter. The person Bobby spoke to also says that Bobby wasn't using proper grammar, which is unusual for Bobby's here. At the end of said video, Bobby said that, quote, they are gonna be mad at him. To this day, it is unknown who them is. That's all there is regarding Bobby's personality. Now let's get into Bobby's games. Bobby's here has 3 games at the time of writing this, but only one is public. The games in order are Memories, Period, and Forsaken World. The most popular of the 3 is Memories, with over 661,000 place visits as of October 29th, 2020. Oddly enough, if you go to the recommended games section of memories, the game will appear 4 times and it'll all redirect to the same page. As one can see, there are 2 pillars of memories and a set of graves with one having a rose on it. Another grave with a rose is surrounded by trees, which seems normal, I guess. One thing that is known is that there are a lot of grey people in memories, which can be seen in 2 areas of the game. There's also a small forest in-game, which is pretty nice. There is also a pretty large area in-game, which contains trees and mountains as well as a waterfall. Finally, there is a portal that leads to Bobby's home. I personally think this game is pretty interesting since there's quite a bit to explore. I honestly don't have too much thoughts on the game, so there's that. That's all there is regarding Bobby Hughes' games. Now let's get into Bobby Hughes' relationships. There's not too much to say for this section, but I decided to include it in this video. There was one major relationship that Bobby's here has, and that's with Lars Bar. Throughout his entire history, Lars Bar is the only friend that Bobby has kept on his friends list. Lars Bar owns the game Lars Bar, which has the same color scheme as Memories. Bobby has also made references to Lars Bar's game, such as in a decal where he states that Lars Bar is, quote, where the community is most active. The decal also has a screenshot of said bar. That's all there is regarding Bobby Hughes' relationships. Now let's get into theories about Bobby's here. There are a couple theories about Bobby's here, which means that there is more lore to his story than one might think. Just a reminder, these are just theories about Bobby's here. None of these are confirmed to be true, so don't take my word for it. So, without further ado, let's get into the theories. The first theory is that the game Memories is a collection of thoughts and memories that are scattered. The first piece of evidence to back up this theory is that as you progress through your game, it becomes harder to piece together a story due to the islands being random along with their content. The second and final piece of evidence to back this theory up is that the contents of the island can range from religious hints to large builds. There doesn't seem to be any relation between any of the islands, and anything that has been thought to be a part of the story could be part of a story that isn't true. The second and final theory is that Bobby now has PTSD because of his friend Lars Bar passing away. If you didn't know, Lars Bar passed away in his myth. The first piece of evidence to back this theory up is that there is a room where everyone is upside down, which implies that Bobby's world is upside down, as in not being in the best mental state. The second piece of evidence to back this theory up is that Lars Bar is seen to be on an island far away from everything else in dreams, which means that Lars is either in Bobby's dreams or he's haunting Bobby. The third and final piece of evidence to back this theory up is that in Memories, Bobby is seen being mentally distraught several times, shown in quotes such as, quote, it's too much for me, and, quote, it's not your fault. These imply episodes of stress and trauma caused by Lars' death. I don't really have anything else to say other than these are some pretty wild theories about Bobby's here. That's all there is regarding theories about Bobby's here. Now let's get into trivia about Bobby's here. There's a bit of interesting trivia to say regarding Bobby's here. Trivia is just extra facts that are relevant enough to make it onto the video. So, without further ado, let's get into the trivia. The first piece of trivia is that many people have claimed that when they send him a friend request, Bobby's here accepted their friend request just for him to unfriend them a few minutes later. There was some story behind this. Throughout the entire time Bobby's been on Roblox, he was known to add a lot of people, including Roblox Myths. Some users on his friends list were kept there longer than others. At the end of this, however, Bobby ended up removing all of his friends except Lars Bar. The second piece of trivia is that Bobby is, in some ways, similar to Little Nathaniel. Several similarities include their games having similar formats, uploading decals that give clues to the story, and using Twitter as a way to preview new games, or posting old screenshots/videos of old games. It is very obvious, if you look into it, that Bobby was inspired by Little Nathaniel. It becomes so obvious that Bobby even responded to one of Little Nathaniel's tweets, stating that, quote, underrated and talented describes this. We'll miss you, bud. So, it's obvious that Little Nathaniel was an inspiration for Bobby's here. The third piece of trivia is that Bobby's here is not a part of any myth hunting groups, as well as there being no history of him ever being in one. I think Bobby prefers to be solo, which I understand. The fourth and final piece of trivia is that for whatever reason, the only game on Bobby's favorites, Memories, show up 6 times. This is odd since that doesn't usually happen for a lot of Roblox users. That's all there is regarding Bobby. Here's his trivia. Now let's wrap this all up. To wrap this all up, Bobby's here is a Roblox myth that is best known for his game, Memories, and has uploaded decals that tell part of a story. He started his myth on December 14th, 2016, and has been continuously updating his games since the creation of his first one. Bobby's here is known to be best friends with Lars Bar and is theorized to have PTSD. Bobby seems to be inspired by Little Nathaniel, and that's everything. So, there are several reasons as to why I remastered this episode. First of all, I thought that the style of that the original video had was a bit messy, like with regular Roblox gameplay footage with animation. I just don't like how that came out. The second reason is because since I got a new setup since the original version came out, I feel like I could like remaster the video and make it look better than it already was. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of proud of it until I realized the video looked like a complete mess in my opinion, so I'm redoing it. Speaking of remastering the video, I'm actually going to be remastering some older videos that I made just because I think they could use some updating, and my channel has grown a lot since I made the original version, so yeah. Some videos I'm going to be remastering include my video on the Cole family, my 8 discontinued Roblox features video, and my Roblox Unsolved series. The Roblox Unsolved series was the series that brought my channel to where it is today, and it was the one that made me gain traction in the first place. Because of this, I think the series could use some remastering, and I want to make all the episodes 8 minutes or longer because, you know, I'm monetized, and ad revenue is great. Like, it'll help me support the channel and eventually use it for real life. If you found this video enjoyable or informative, then make sure to hit the like button and to subscribe to the channel so that I know you like these videos. I really like making these Roblox Myth videos, so I want to know if you guys like them too. As always, goodbye guys, and I'll see you in the next video.